10 iconic 1970s beauty trends everyone fell for. The 1970s were all about freedom, self-expression, and natural beauty. From feathered hairstyles to glossy lips and sun-kissed skin, this unforgettable decade redefined what it meant to look effortlessly cool. In this video, we explore 10 iconic beauty trends from the 70s that everyone fell for, styles that shaped generations and are still influencing modern beauty today. Whether you lived through the 70s or just love vintage fashion and retro makeup, this nostalgic deep dive will take you back to a time when beauty was bold, natural, and unapologetically individual. **** 1. Feathered hair, Farrah Fawcett style. **** When you think of 70s hair, one image likely comes to mind: Farrah Fawcett's legendary feathered locks. This style was more than just a haircut. It was a cultural phenomenon. Soft layered cuts with ends that flipped outwards became the ultimate symbol of effortless glamour and feminine charm. Achieving this look required skill, a round brush, and a blow-dryer, but the result was pure magic. The voluminous blowout, with its cascading layers, beautifully framed the face and created a sense of movement and lightness. It was the epitome of 70s hair perfection, a style that was simultaneously polished and carefree, and it remains one of the most recognizable and beloved hairstyles of all time. Women everywhere flocked to salons requesting the Farrah, hoping to capture a piece of that iconic, all-American appeal that defined an era of television and fashion. **** 2. Natural, barely there makeup. **** In a stark departure from the heavy, mud-inspired makeup of the 1960s, the 70s ushered in an era of natural, barely there beauty. The philosophy shifted from masking imperfections to enhancing one's natural features. Heavy makeup, cake-tone foundation, and dramatic powders took a firm back seat to a much fresher, more understated aesthetic. The new ideal was skin that looked healthy, vibrant, and genuinely real. Foundations became sheerer, often replaced by tinted moisturizers, or skipped altogether in favor of a clean, moisturized face. The goal was to look like the best version of yourself, as if you'd just returned from a long, relaxing walk in the countryside. This sun-kissed, naturally beautiful appearance was a reflection of the decade's growing emphasis on health, wellness, and a more organic lifestyle. It was beauty that didn't scream for attention, but rather whispered confidence. **** 3. Bronzed sun-kissed skin. **** Complementing the natural makeup trend, bronzed sun-kissed skin became one of the most coveted beauty ideals of the 1970s. A golden tan was no longer just a sign of a recent vacation. It symbolized a life of freedom, leisure, and outdoor living. This look was synonymous with the California cool vibe that permeated pop culture, suggesting a healthy, active lifestyle. To achieve this sun-drenched glow without spending hours in the sun, bronzing powders and shimmering body oils gained massive popularity. Brands launched products specifically designed to give the skin a warm, radiant finish, swept across the cheekbones, forehead, and nose. Bronzer created a convincing, just back from the beach look that perfectly captured the decade's laid-back, earthy spirit. This trend cemented the idea that a healthy glow was the ultimate accessory. **** 4. Glossy lips. ***. The matte and pale lipsticks of the 60s were officially retired as the 70s embraced a new obsession: glossy lips. This trend was all about achieving a youthful, fresh, and slightly playful look. Clear and lightly tinted lip glosses became a handbag staple for women of all ages. Iconic brands rolled out rollerball applicators and pots of sticky high-shine gloss in an array of fun, often fruity flavors. The shine gave lips a plump, dewy appearance that perfectly complemented the decade's natural makeup looks. Whether worn alone for a simple, everyday vibe, or layered over a soft lipstick for a touch of color, shiny lips provided the perfect carefree finish. This simple yet effective trend defined the 70s pout, adding a touch of innocent allure to both bohemian day looks and glamorous disco nights. **** 5. Bold, expressive eyes. ***. While much of the 70s makeup philosophy was natural, the eyes were often the one area where bold expression was encouraged. Thick eyeliner and smoky eyes weren't just reserved for the evening. They were frequently worn day and night, adding a touch of drama and mystique. The classic cat eye from previous decades evolved into a softer, smudgier look, often created with kohl pencils that were easy to blend. When it came to eyeshadow, color was key. Vibrant shades of blue, earthy green, and shimmering silver were especially trendy, often applied from the lash line all the way up to the brow bone. This dramatic wash of color made the eyes the focal point of the face, allowing for personal expression in a way that the rest of the makeup did not. It was a look that was both seductive and artistically free-sported. Asterisk, asterisk 6. Long center-parted hair. Asterisk, asterisk on the other end of the hair spectrum from Farrah's feathered layers was the long, center-parted style. This look reflected the decade's powerful bohemian and hippie influences, channeling a more natural and understated vibe. Popularized by icons like Ali McGrath and Joni Mitchell, straight, sleek hair with a precise middle part became a signature look of the era. To achieve this pin-straight effect, many women turned to a new, and somewhat risky, household tool: the clothing iron. With a friend's help, they would literally iron their hair straight on an ironing board to eliminate any hint of a wave or curl. For those with naturally straight hair, the style was effortlessly chic. It was a simple, low-maintenance look that conveyed a sense of quiet confidence and connection to the earthier, folk-inspired side of the 70s. Asterisk, asterisk 7. Feathered brows. Asterisk, asterisk. Just as hairstyles became softer and more natural, so did eyebrows. The overly thin, severely plucked brows of previous decades were replaced by a fuller, more natural shape. The 70s celebrated feathered brows, a style that emphasized a soft, almost fluffy texture. The goal was to avoid creating harsh lines or overly precise drawn-in shapes. Instead of heavy pencils and powders, women used brow brushes or spoolies to brush the hairs upward, creating a feathery, less defined look. The emphasis was on soft definition that framed the eyes without overpowering them. This trend was about working with your natural brow shape, simply grooming it to look its best. It was another reflection of the decade's core beauty principle: embracing and enhancing what you naturally have. Asterisk, asterisk 8. Frosted makeup finishes. Asterisk, asterisk. As the decade progressed and the disco era exploded onto the scene, so did the love for all things that shimmered and shined. Frosted makeup finishes became the go-to for anyone looking to capture the glamorous, high-energy spirit of a night at Studio 54. Shimmering eyeshadows in icy blues, silvers, and lavenders, along with pearly, light-reflecting highlighters, were used to add a dazzling disco-era glow. This wasn't a subtle shimmer. It was a bold, metallic sheen designed to catch the light on the dance floor. Frosted lipsticks also made a comeback, offering a pearlescent finish that perfectly complemented a glittering eyeshadow look. These frosted looks were especially popular for evening and party makeup, transforming an everyday face into something truly radiant and ready for a night of dancing. Asterisk, asterisk 9. Minimal blush placement. Asterisk, asterisk. In line with the less is more approach to face makeup, blush in the 1970s was applied with a light and natural hand. The heavy, rounded apple of the cheek application was replaced by a more subtle, sculpted technique. Blush was often applied lightly and high on the cheekbones, sweeping upward toward the temples. This placement helped to gently define the facial structure without looking overly made up. As for colors, the dominant shades were soft and earthy. Peachy tones, soft pinks, and warm corals reigned supreme, chosen to mimic a natural, healthy flush. The goal was to add a whisper of color that looked like it came from within, enhancing the sun-kissed, wholesome aesthetic that was so popular throughout the decade. Asterisk, asterisk 10. Free-flowing, untamed hair. Asterisk, asterisk. Perhaps the most liberating beauty trend of the 1970s was the widespread embrace of natural hair texture. This was a powerful statement of individuality and a rejection of the rigid, perfectly coiffed styles of the past. For the first time on a massive scale, natural texture including waves, curls, and even a bit of frizz was not just accepted but celebrated. Women were encouraged to let their hair do its thing, whether that meant rocking a voluminous afro, letting their natural curls flow freely, or embracing a slightly untamed, wind-blown look. This trend was about celebrating beauty in its most authentic form. It sent a clear message that, in the 70s, individuality mattered far more than achieving an impossible standard of perfection. It was a beautiful and empowering end to a decade that redefined beauty on its own terms. In this video, you'll discover the rise of feathered hair and center-part styles, why natural makeup replaced heavy glam, how bronzed skin became a beauty standard, the glossy lip trend that defined the decade, disco rare, shimmer, and bold eye makeup, why individuality mattered more than perfection. Perfect for fans of 70s beauty trends, retro fashion, vintage makeup, nostalgic styles, classic hairstyles, disco-era glamour. Like, comment, and subscribe for more nostalgic throwbacks, forgotten trends, and iconic moments from the past. Turn on notifications so you never miss a retro revival.